Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion left, White. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And this is going to be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
2nd down, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Winston. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in... Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Winston now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Needed 13. They got 14 on third down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Play action now, Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede it. They want to kick a long one like that and make it so big. You just don't give up the fake.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Winston. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And that'll make it third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the gun, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. throwing. Winston. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they're operating in the red zone. Slot man moves right. From the red zone now, Winston. His throw incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Here's Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriots. No. Check. Patriots.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
In motion right, Dorsett. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
White, the man in motion. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he puts it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now the offense heading back out there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Over. Detroit.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got a man complete. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 48 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Leopard. Over.
In motion left, White. They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they do everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Looking to throw. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. White, the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll send Marshall in motion left. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here we go with 2nd and 7. And the big tight end shifting around. And to give this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Watching that
Little motion now from the tight end. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.